to all the people who have joined us for the interesting session on ICER. My name is Sohil Sheikh. I am an educator at Anees Defense Career Institute, and I welcome you all for this session. So, before starting this, I would like to give a few tips or few instructions regarding research work. Many students and many people uh, have very less idea what research in such prestigious institutions mean. Uh, these institutions are exactly like IITs, what we have the hopes from IITs. These have the same infrastructure, they have the same faculties, they have the same output, and they have the same placement. So this is just like experiencing an IIT. So this particular session will be very beneficial to all the listeners who are listening to the session and also to the ones who are watching the presentation. So let us begin. So ICER, which is the Indian Institutes of Science, Education and Research. So it is a network of premium science education and research institutions. There are around 7 ICERs. Uh, all those 7 ICERs are mentioned. So we will see them. Now let us see what is the history of ICER. The first ICER was established in 2007, which was in Bhopal. And after the success and after the boom of that particular branch, the expansion and growth of ICER took place. And then uh, the concept of research was a very new concept in the 2010s. So this was a great opportunity for all those who wanted to explore themselves in the field of research. So the focus was on research, and ICERs are dedicated to advancing science. So if we go ahead, fourth is ICER Kolkata, which is in West Bengal. Fifth is ICER Tiruvananthapuram in Kerala. Sixth is ICER Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh. And the last one is ICER Berhampur in Odisha. So these are the 7 ICERs right now which have established themselves as a prestigious institution. Now let us discuss about how these particular institutions were founded and what sort of support they got. So Indian Institute of Science Education Research, ICER Pune, has started functioning from NCL Pune campus. Now NCL is the National Chemical Laboratory, which is exactly opposite to the ICER campus. So in the beginning years when ICER was
सोहेल सर आप अनम्यूट हो गए।
हेलो हेलो
यस सर आ रही आवाज आ रही।
हाँ एक मिनट स्टार्ट स्टार्ट करूँ क्या फिर से
यस सर।
ओके
हाँ सर कंटिन्यू करो।
So ICER is Indian Institute of Science Education and Research. These are a network of premium science education and research institutions all around the country. So we will discuss the different ICERs across the country, and we will see the history of ICER, which is here. The first ICER was found in Bhopal, and then expansion took place due to the success of ICER Bhopal. And why do ICER have successes? Because they focus on research and advanced science. We have the sources, resources. We have the faculties. We have the experience at ICER, and that is why ICER got such an exposure and such a fame, just like an IIT. Then these are the 7 ICERs which we will discuss. First is ICER Pune, which is in Maharashtra. Second is ICER Bhopal, which is in Madhya Pradesh. Third is ICER Mohali in Punjab. ICER Kolkata in West Bengal. ICER Tiruvananthapuram in Kerala. ICER Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh, and ICER Berhampur in Odisha. So the earlier years of the establishment of ICER Pune was supported by the National Chemical Laboratories, which is exactly opposite to ICER Pune. If you visit ICER on site, you will see NCL National Chemical Laboratory is exactly opposite to the ICER campus. Now both of them have their individual campuses and well developed, but in the initial phase, NCL were the ones who were supporting the research work due to the construction and the infrastructure development that was taking place in ICER. So the labs, lecture hall complexes, main buildings, and the hostels have all now been set up in the ICER campus. In the later slides, I will also show you a field view of the campus of ICER, which will give you an idea about the entirety of the ICER campus. Then Mohali, also ICER Mohali has started functioning from MG Mahatma Gandhi State Institute of Public Administration Complex in Chandigarh. So if I give you an idea about all the ICERs, you can just take a small notice that these ICERs in their earlier period were not fully established. So for their establishment, they required government institutions. They required the support of other institutions which had their own roots fixed in the area or the field. Like in Pune, we saw NCL. Like Mohali, we are seeing Mahatma Gandhi State Institute of Public Administration. Same thing you can see in Bhopal. It was from it started functioning from ITI Gas Rahat Building Govindpura. So it was a very small setup. ICER Bhopal was, if I compare all the ICERs, ICER Bhopal had the smallest setup in the beginning. Then ICER Kolkata was a temporary campus, which we can see. It came under a university. ICER Kolkata was under a university which was Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalay. And then ICER Tiruvananthapuram now has started its own campus in Vithura. Earlier, it was working under COEP, College of Engineering, Tiruvananthapuram. That is a government institution. So, what we can take is that these institutions in their early stages required certain help or certain support from government institutions or the universities. Then the major branches, out of the seven, these are the major branches which are most looked upon. First is ICER Bhopal, which was established in 2008. ICER Kolkata, which was established in 2007. Mohali, established in 2007, and Pune, established in 2006. So proper development took place later on. Like if I tell you about ICER Pune's complete development took place in 2011. Till 2011, from 2007 to 2011, the infrastructure work, the campus related constructions were going on. So till 2011, NCL supported all the infras and uh, all the labs and facilities required. So all these ICERs, even though established earlier, but it took 2 to 3 years for their individual establishments. Now let us understand the admission process. Previously, ICER had three criteria for admission. First was through KVPY exam, Kishore Vidyalay exam. The second option was through IIT JEE Advanced. And the third option was their own exam, ICER aptitude test. This was until 2024, this year. This year, all the ICERs have decided that there will be only one criteria for admission, and that will be through their own exam, which is the ICER aptitude test. Then there will be merit list based on the IIT scores, ICER aptitude
उसके बारे में
test
बात करो ना
score.
हेलो
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the courses which
कंटिन्यू
are
कंटिन्यू
observed,
कंटिन्यू कंटिन्यू हाँ कंटिन्यू
so the courses which are offered in ICER when you give your IAT exam, ICER aptitude test exam, and if you are uh, awarded a seat through the merit list, and if your name is there in the merit list, you get to choose an integrated BS MS course. BS is Bachelor's in Science and MS is Master's in Science. There is an integrated 4-year course. If you go individually, BSc comes for around 3 years and MSc comes for around 2 years. But ICER is offering a BS MS integrated course which has a specialization in any of the science subjects which are mentioned. One is physics, one is chemistry, and one is mathematics. So you can have a 4-year integrated course on any of these subjects. Physics, there are elective tracks. I guess there are six. One is quantum physics, optical physics, thermodynamic physics. I think space science is one of the topics. Then one is mechanical physics, and last is uh, I think last is kinetic theory. For chemistry, there is inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, industrial chemistry, biochemistry, and environmental chemistry, which are observed. And for maths, uh, through the math stream, you get a classical for 5-year BSMS Masters Maths degree. So these are the courses offered if you clear your IAT exam. Through IAT, you are offered these courses. For there is another method for admission in ICER. If you are unable to score in your IAT, you can do BSc from any institutions, and you can take admission in ICER in your MSc. So which is discussed in this slide. Postgraduate courses offered. Once you are graduated from any institution, there is a small aptitude test of around 40 to 50 questions, followed by a 10-minute interview. So if you are able to clear the interview as well as the aptitude, small aptitude test, you are admitted to the MSc programs. So you can see there are MSc programs of physics, chemistry, biology, specifically I would say botany, mathematics, geology, and more. Amongst more, I would say biotechnology and genetic engineering. These are the two which are offered in ICER. For MTech programs, now in the field of engineering, people do BE and BTech. So if any of the one of the degrees is done, you can opt for an MTech program in ICER, where they are the subjects like nanoscience and engineering are focused on. Then for PhD programs, even if you are not able to get your admission through your MSc program, there is another way to enter ICER, that is through PhD program. So for that you have to give CSIR net exam, that is conducted by the CSIR Institute uh, Central for Institute for Scientific and Research. So CSIR offers that. So for PhD programs you have to do that. And integrated programs are BSc, MSc, and PhD. Now there is another program BSc, MSc, and PhD, where 4 years of BSc, MSc, and 1 year of integrated PhD from ICER, and 1 year, the remaining years, there is an option. One is that if you are able to get the guide in the institution itself, for PhD, you require a PhD guide. So if the PhD guide is available for your subject, so first they check the availability of the guide. The second thing they check is your merit of your 5 years of academics in ICER. There are some special what we call special options for the top students. For the selected top students, they they are provided with certain special facilities, like for nanoscience. I have done my research in nanoscience in ICER. So the toppers in nanoscience have been awarded with the facilities of their own personal lab, along with a PhD guide brought from ICER Mohali. So there is a PhD guide which is being brought from ICER Mohali for these students, because these students have excelled in their own academics in the given 4 years of tenure, which was the course offered in ICER. So if you are one of those, then they will provide you with certain facilities. So that is also one of the course or one of the methods to study nicer. Then what are the research opportunities of at ICER? Now there are active research groups, there are first faculty student collaborations, there are cutting edge facilities, and there are world class research. Now active research groups include the students of ICER as well as the students from other institutions. For example, during my master's, I was doing my master's in Ferguson College. So I come from another institution, but I had done my research work in ICER and I was a member of this active research group for my master's project. So that can also be done if you are doing your master's or your graduation from some other institutions. You have the opportunity to join in active research groups. You get to learn a lot. You get the exposure of various instruments. You get to know about different concepts, and you get to meet experienced people. Then second is faculty student collaborations. Now the faculties in ICER, all of them are PhD. All of them are having their own research work going on. So they have their own research team. So if you're interested in that, you can apply via an email, and then they have a short interview with you, and then they add you into their research team. So that is what faculty student collaboration mean. Now, cutting edge facilities. ICER has the best equipments in Pune for any research institutes. We have gas chromatography instruments, which there is only four gas chromatography instruments around Pune, out of which ICER has two. Out of those four, ICER has two. Then we have SEM, that is scanning electron microscope. There are only two scanning electron microscopes. One is in ICER, which is working properly. Another one is in NCL, which is also properly functioning. The University of Pune also has a small scanning electron microscope, but their microscope doesn't work. So they also send their samples to ICER for analysis. So that is also what we can see in ICER. Then ICER have uh, their own open ground for doing biotechnological research. For example, we are interested in some varieties of plants or some varieties of vegetables. So the researcher can develop or grow that particular variety in the open space given by ICER right there itself. So that is also what ICER offers. And then world class research. From ICER, there are around 25 papers which have been published into the World Chemistry Forum and World Physics Forum, out of which one of our seniors, Dr. Kaye, has worked under a Nobel laureate. So the person who has won a Nobel Prize is known as a Nobel laureate, and our senior has worked under a Nobel laureate for 3 years. So from there itself, we get an idea of what kind of research takes place in ICER. There is a professor from ICER Mohali, Professor Bhupinder Singh. He is right now working with the scientists of Oxford University, and they are discussing about the RNA, what do we call RNA modifications, which lead to the various varieties of viruses. For example, for COVID, we have so many variants. Why do we have so many variants? Because the genetic material, which is RNA, is changing continuously. So one Indian scientist, and we can proudly say it is from ICER Mohali, is working in that team. And if they are able to completely understand the mechanism, they are the candidates for the next Nobel Prize. So that is also what we can see. They are doing world class research. Then, what are the benefits of studying at ICER? The first benefit is world class faculty. You will always have a mentor or a teacher who has who has had a minimum of 50 papers published. That is the beauty of ICER. Another thing is you have many conferences that take place in ICER, due to which many international professors also visit ICER, and many of the professors from ICER go outside and then they gain some valuable knowledge and they share here at the ICER campus, so that the students develop their skills and develop their research work and flourish the way they are. Then second is cutting edge research, which I said, opportunities to contribute groundbreaking discoveries, which one of our sirs at ICER, Mohali, is doing. Third is strong alumni network. Now the ex-students or the ex-researchers which have been uh, part of ICER, they also connect and give a lot of info. Like there are around 130 ICER alumni which are in Harvard and MIT itself. In Harvard and MIT, there are around 125 to 130 alumni. In Oxford, there are around 50 to 60 alumni. So we can roughly say that the alumni of ICER are everywhere in the world. Even in China, the alumni of ICERs are there. The fourth one is global recognition. Degree valued internationally, opening doors to opportunities. Now, once you have achieved or obtained a degree from ICER, it gives a different impression to your perspective, to your position, and also to your presentation. Because if you're doing your master's from an ordinary institution, that doesn't leave any mark. But if you're doing your master's from an institution which has such a great background, such a great history, and right now also they are working towards it, then that creates a lot of impression. Just like IITians, just because they are from IIT, they get the respect, they get the level of treatment because only they are from that particular institution. Same thing goes with ICER. Once you're linked with this institution, you will always be looked upon by dignity and with respect. So these are the benefits of studying at ICER. In the first slide, I said that I would like to share you the campus bird's eye view of the campus of ICER. So this is the image of ICER Pune campus. So you can see it is a very widespread area, and there are hostel facility, and canteen facility, and many facilities inside the campus itself. So the candidate doesn't have to go out or doesn't have to go far for their requirements. Everything is available inside the ICER campus. So that is one. Then students enjoy a lively atmosphere with club, society, and sports facilities. ICER have a football ground. ICER has a cricket ground. ICER also has an open gym, so students can work on their fitness as well as they can work on the recreation activities. And all ICERs provide modern accommodations, library, lab, and dining facilities. ICER has the best access to libraries. I have had the opportunity to grab one of the rarest books in this particular research work which I'm doing in nanotechnology. That book is there are only 45 copies of that book around the world, and one copy is in ICER Pune. So from that we can understand what kind of institution, what kind of resources they might be having. So that is one of the benefits and one of the facilities which ICER offers. And the last is the conclusion and the future outlook. Now, the first and the second image is being shot by me on the ICER campus. The third was given by my colleague. So I have just merged and showed you how beautiful the campus looks in reality. So from here, what we can take is ICER is a shining example of excellence in education and research. You will literally enjoy every part of your research. Even though it is a 6 to 7 hours of work, or 6 to 7 hours, 7 hours of using your brain to the maximum capacity, but you will enjoy each and every aspect of your research. And when you conclude with your proper presentation, if you get the result what you desire, then it causes the happiness which nothing else can be compared to. So that is what my experience at ICER is, and that is what I would like to tell all of you students to experience yourself. Then second is the future holds immense promise for these institutions, shaping the next generation of scientists and leaders. Like once you get into that environment, you will always think of research, you will always think of something innovative, and that will develop into a new kind of hobby, and that will benefit overall. And ICER is now expanding. Now there are only 7 ICERs, but due to such great response to these institutions and due to such great network and such great work done by these institutions, now the expansion of ICER has been proposed. So there will be around 10 to 12 ICERs in the coming future. And let's hope we get more ICERs so that we are more into the research field. We are more into this aspect because now also we are lacking in this particular field. And I think institutions like ICER will take us to the aim of getting into research. So I would like to thank from the entire Anees Defense Career Institute. I would like to uh, ask Anees sir to continue the presentation. Now that my work is being done, now Anees sir will share a few words. Yes, Anees sir, please. स्वप्निल भाई अनीस सर को प्लीज कंटिन्यू करने बोलिए ना, मेरा हो चुका है प्रेजेंटेशन.
एक बार मेरे को पीपीटी दिखाओ ना, पीपीटी ऑफिस से दिखा, मैं बात करता हूँ. स्टार्टिंग से दिखा ना सर.
हाँ दिखा था.
कोई क्वेश्चन
सर एक
है?
मिनट,
किसी
स्क्रीन
को
शेयर
डाउट
कर
है?
रहा हूँ.
नहीं, किसी को डाउट है तो पूछने बोलो ना.
If anybody have any kind of doubt, please ask.
संपदा राउत कौन है? किसी को कुछ पूछना है?
सर मैं संपदा ही हूँ.
हाँ संपदा बोलना.
I have no doubt.
अच्छा, where are you संपदा from?
Sir, I am from Pune, Maharashtra.
Which class are you in?
I am in 6th.
अच्छा, so what did you understand about ICER? What is the full form of ICER?
Sir, Indian Institutes of Science, Education and Research.
Where it is?
Bhopal.
It is in Pune also.
Bhopal, Pune, Thiruvananthapuram.
And second slide. So sir. And
मध्य प्रदेश, पंजाब, कोलकाता, तिरुपति, ओडिशा.
Berhampur. Very good. Which is the best one here? Next slide. बेस्ट वाला कौन सा है?
भोपाल.
या नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. सोहेल सर स्लाइड चेंज करो.
सर कौन से वाले पे आओ?
हाँ थर्ड वाला. हाँ आइसर सबसे अच्छा आइसर कौन सा है?
सर सबसे अच्छा आइसर पुणे के बाद सबसे पहले पुणे आता है, उसके बाद आइसर मोहाली है और उसके बाद कोलकाता और लास्ट में भोपाल आता है.
ऐसा क्या है पूरा में जो दूसरों के पास नहीं है?
सर आइसर पुणे को फंडिंग ज्यादा है.
अच्छा. फॉरेन स्टूडेंट्स भी है क्या?
सर अभी तो एक स्कॉटिश स्टूडेंट है और
हाँ
लास्ट ईयर दो अफ्रीकन स्टूडेंट्स थे। अभी
हाँ।
अभी ये साल का अभी तक कोई आया नहीं है, मतलब अभी तक अप्लाई नहीं किया है। फॉरेन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एक या दो सीट्स वेकेंट रखना पड़ता है।
स्लाइड्स खत्म हो गए क्या?
है ना सर?
नेक्स्ट आईआईटी, उसका ये मार्क्स नहीं लिखा क्या क्या?
सर
आईआईटी में क्या? नेक्स्ट वाला मतलब मार्क्स का ब्रेकअप क्या क्या क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं? इसमें क्या क्या दे रहा हूँ,
अच्छा,
क्या क्या पूछते
आईसर आईसर का जो आईआईटी का एग्जाम है उसमें आपको चार सब्जेक्ट्स ऑफर किए जाते हैं: फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायोलॉजी और मैथ्स। तो
हैं? हाँ।
जिनका बायोलॉजी है वो पीसीबी के क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करते हैं, और जिनका मैथ्स है वो पीसीएम के क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करते हैं।
और जिसका
रही
दोनों है?
जिसका दोनों है वो दोनों अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं सर।
अच्छा अच्छा, नेक्स्ट वाला स्लाइड
तो
लेना।
सर ये है अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेस। सर सर ये वाला स्लाइड है सर। एम आई ऑडिबल सर?
Yes.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, I think Anees sir has lost his connection. Maybe he's reconnecting. Until then, you can ask your questions, please. I would answer all kind of questions. मैं आपके कोई भी सवाल का जवाब दे सकता हूँ। प्लीज अगर
अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्स के बारे में बताना।
अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेस में हमारे आईसर के थ्रू बीएससी एमएससी का इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्स होता है 4 इयर्स का। इसके लिए आपको आईसर का एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट देना पड़ता है, जो आईसर ने अभी कंपलसरी किया है अपने इंटीग्रेटेड बीएसएमएस कोर्स के लिए। बीएस यानी बैचलर्स इन साइंस एंड एमएस यानी मास्टर्स इन साइंस। अगर आप इसको इंडिविजुअली करने जाओगे कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन से, तो इसको टोटल 5 साल लगता है, जिसमें 3 साल बीएससी का होता है और 2 साल एमएससी का होता है। लेकिन आईसर ने बोला है कि हम लोग इंटीग्रेटेड 4 साल में पूरा कोर्स कंप्लीट करके दिलाएंगे। अब सब्जेक्ट्स जो ऑफर किए गए हैं वो है फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथमेटिक्स, एंड इन बायोलॉजी ओनली बायोटेक्नोलॉजी इज ऑफर्ड। सो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में भी आप इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्स कर सकते हो, जहाँ पे फिजिक्स के टोटल 6 अलग अलग ब्रांचेस हैं, जिसमें से आप कोई भी एक में मास्टर्स कर सकते हो। केमिस्ट्री के भी ऐसे 6 सब्जेक्ट्स है, सब सब्जेक्ट्स है, जिसमें से आप मास्टर्स कर सकते हो। मैथमेटिक्स का पूरा मैथमेटिक्स के कोर्स में ही होता है क्लियर। अब मैथमेटिक्स का उसके बहुत सारे डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट सेमेस्टर वाइज डिवाइड किए गए हैं। टोटल आपके 8 सेमेस्टर्स होते हैं, और 8 सेमेस्टर्स में अराउंड 32 सब्जेक्ट्स डिवाइड किए गए हैं मैथ्स के। तो ये सारा इंटीग्रेटेड बीएसएमएस में मैथ्स भी ऐसा कवर किया जाता है। तो ये अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेस हैं। इनकेस बच्चों ने आईआईटी का एग्जाम देकर नहीं दिया समझो, या नहीं हुआ एडमिशन आईआईटी के थ्रू, तो उन बच्चों के लिए अगले स्लाइड में एक ऑप्शन है, वो है पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेस जो आईसर ऑफर करता है। तो ये तो अंडर ग्रेजुएट के लिए आईआईटी कंपलसरी है, आईसर का एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट।
पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट के लिए आईआईटी कंपलसरी नहीं है ना?
नहीं नहीं, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट के लिए नहीं है सर, आप कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन से कर सकते हैं। और पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट के लिए एक छोटा सा इंटरव्यू होता है, और वही इंटरव्यू में आपको कुछ सवाल पूछे जाते हैं आपके सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड, और फिर उसके बेसिस पे शॉर्टलिस्ट किया जाता है एमएससी प्रोग्राम्स के लिए।
अच्छा अच्छा, वो कितने साल का रहता पीएचडी?
सर पीएचडी का मिनिमम मिनिमम बोला है 3 साल का पीएचडी। पीएचडी को 3 साल से कम नहीं रख सकते, तो मिनिमम 3 साल का पीएचडी रहता
तो 3 साल में कितने क्रेडिट पॉइंट्स होते हैं?
है। सर एवरी ईयर के अराउंड 8 क्रेडिट पॉइंट्स है, और अगर आपने एक एक्स्ट्रा, मतलब कैसा रहता है, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स बचे हुए टाइम में एक एक्स्ट्रा सब्जेक्ट ले लेते हैं, ऑप्ट कर लेते हैं, तो उसका अगर आपने अटेम्प्ट किया तो एक्स्ट्रा क्रेडिट 2 मिलते हैं, तो आप मैक्सिमम 10 क्रेडिट पॉइंट्स ले सकते हो।
अच्छा अच्छा। वेरी गुड। अच्छा, जॉब कहाँ मिलता है उसको पीएचडी के बाद?
आईसर में सर डायरेक्ट कैंपस ड्राइव है पहला। आईसर के कैंपस ड्राइव में पहले ये आते हैं, रिनोड कंपनीज आते हैं। अगर आप वहां पे शॉर्टलिस्ट हो गए तो एक आपको अच्छी सी पैकेज मिली जाती है, और मेरे ख्याल में मिनिमम पैकेज 15 एलपीए चल रहा है, 15 से 20 एलपीए का
पीएचडी, जो
आईसर।
बच्चे पीएचडी करते हैं उसको स्टाइपेंड मिलता क्या?
यस सर, पीएचडी के लिए कंपलसरी स्टाइपेंड है, क्योंकि पीएचडी के एडमिशन के लिए आपको जेआरएफ का एग्जाम देना पड़ता है, और जेआरएफ का रूल ही ऐसा है कि आपको स्टाइपेंड 55,000 मिनिमम देना है
तो
रिसर्च
तू
वर्क के
पीएचडी
लिए।
कर रहा है क्या? तू पीएचडी कर रहा है क्या?
मेरा सर वहां पे रिसर्च का प्रोजेक्ट था, एमएससी के बाद गवर्नमेंट ने एक
अच्छा
टेम्पररी प्रोजेक्ट बनाए थे, तो उस पर मैंने किया था। अभी पीएचडी के लिए मुझे वहां पे बोल रहे हैं कि आप पीएचडी करो, लेकिन वो जेआरएफ का एग्जाम देने के लिए मेरा प्रिपरेशन नहीं हो रहा है, इसके लिए मैंने अभी तक दिया नहीं।
जेआरएफ का एग्जाम देने के लिए क्या प्रिपेयर करना पड़ता है?
जेआरएफ के लिए सर दो ऑप्शन होते हैं। अगर आप फिजिक्स के साइड से या केमिस्ट्री के साइड से जा रहे हो तो आप जेआरएफ फिजिक्स देते हो, केमिस्ट्री के लिए जेआरएफ केमिकल साइंस देते हो। अगर आप बॉटनी के साइड से हो, या अगर आप जोलॉजी के साइड से हो, या अगर आप कोई बायोलॉजी के सब्जेक्ट वाले साइड से हो जिसमें आपका ग्रेजुएशन हुआ है, तो उसके लिए आपको लाइफ साइंस का एग्जाम देना पड़ता है। लाइफ साइंस में सारे सब्जेक्ट्स कवर होते हैं। मतलब अगर कोई बच्चा लाइफ साइंस का है तो लाइफ साइंस का एक सिलेबस में थोड़ा सा बॉटनी होगा, थोड़ा सा जोलॉजी होगा, थोड़ा सा बायोटेक्नोलॉजी होगा, थोड़ा सा जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग होगा, मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी होगा। ये सारे सब्जेक्ट्स मिलाकर लाइफ साइंस का एग्जाम होता है। जबकि केमिकल साइंस वालों का सिर्फ केमिस्ट्री के सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, और फिजिकल साइंस वालों का सिर्फ फिजिक्स होता है। ऐसा है, तो लाइफ साइंस का थोड़ा सब्जेक्ट्स भी ज्यादा है, और उनका उसके वजह से उनका कट ऑफ भी हाई लगता है।
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है। यदि बड़ी हेल्थ एनी क्वेश्चन टू बी आस्क्ड, इसके बाद कोई स्लाइड है क्या?
है ना सर, आई से रिसर्च अपॉर्चुनिटीज।
अच्छा अच्छा, और उसके बाद?
सर राइट हैंड साइड में जो इमेज है, वो एक वो एक रेडिएशन डिटेक्ट करने वाली मशीन है, जिसको हम गाइगर काउंटर बोलते हैं।
हाँ हाँ,
ये जो मशीन है, ये 1986 का है। ये
अच्छा अच्छा,
बहुत पुराना मशीन है, लेकिन अभी भी फंक्शनिंग है। मतलब इसका मतलब आईसर में ये मशीन्स कितने भी पुराने हो, इनका मेंटेनेंस बहुत अच्छे से होता है। तो ये एक
अच्छा
चीज
अच्छा अच्छा।
मतलब बताने के लिए वो इमेज वहां पे
ये
रखी गई है
मेड
सर।
इन जर्मनी है ना? मेड इन जर्मनी है ना?
जी जी सर।
हाँ, नेक्स्ट।
तो बेनिफिट्स,
हाँ, ये तो चाह रहा है, पैसा मिलता क्या?
अरे सर आईसर के थ्रू पैकेजेस बहुत अच्छे मिलते हैं।
ओके,
जी
ठीक, और नेक्स्ट।
सर, ये कैंपस है, और उसका कैंपस का लाइफ है कैसा है, और कैसे
तू
तरीके
तो
का
अभी तो क्या
एक्सपीरियंस होगा।
लेके आया, एक बार तो भी लेके जाना है।
सर प्रॉब्लम ऐसा है कि वहां पे ना पीएचडी स्टूडेंट्स को जितना एक्सेस है ना, उतना किसी को एक्सेस नहीं है। मैं भले ही वहां पे रिसर्च वर्क करता रहूं, मैं टेम्परेरी बेसिस पे हूँ। ऐसा प्रॉब्लम है।
नेक्स्ट।
मैं वहां पे मैं वहां पे पीएचडी कंप्लीट कर लूंगा ना सर, तो मैं अपने बैच को एवरी मंथ अलग अलग बैचेस को लेके जाता हूँ।
अभी ऑफिशियल एक मेल भेज के सब बच्चों को भेजना थोड़ा थोड़ा।
ठीक है, मैं बात करता हूँ सर, क्योंकि मसला ऐसा हो रहा है कि हमारे जो मतलब मेरे जो गाइड है ना, उनकी तबीयत 2 महीने से बहुत खराब है, तो वो
नहीं
आ
नहीं,
ही
तू
नहीं
तेरे
रहे।
से ऑफिशियली ऑफिशियली ऑफिशियल जो
मैं,
प्रोसेस होता है सर, विजिट का।
मैं करता हूँ सर, मैं उनसे बात करता हूँ, अपने लेटर हेड से उनको मेल कराता हूँ।
चलो ठीक है, नेक्स्ट।
जी जी सर।
और क्या?
सर ये लास्ट स्लाइड है।
क्या था? थैंक यू। कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं, ना तो नेक्स्ट टाइम मिलेगा, ठीक है?
यस सर।
थैंक यू सोहेल सर फॉर योर काइंड टाइम।
अरे सर, ऑलवेज वेलकम सर। So that concludes our session. So any kind of queries, if you guys have, we have shared our contact number of ADCI. So you can contact us at ADCI, or else you can visit our campus at Vishrantwadi, and we will guide you with your various queries, with your various concerns with respect to your career, with respect to your decisions, with respect to what you guys want to do. So everything will be guided. So please do visit our campus and do contact us for further information. Thank you so much.